Hey, you guys, as I start this reading, I just wanted to say it's 11:11, and this is Cindy from Sunshine for the Soul. Welcome back. If you're new here, hello, hello. Glad to have your beautiful radiant energy joined with this community. So today I am stepping out. I am doing for the first time a sexy and single tarot reading. I've not done a singles reading before, but I felt inspired, so I'm going to pull today one oracle card from Untethered Soul Michael A. Singer deck, because this deck is really beautiful. It helps us to find like inner peace and freedom. If you have not read that book or listened to the audio on YouTube, it is called The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. And you know, these cards in this deck bring us daily dose of wisdom or something to embrace, you know, from awakening your consciousness to discovering spiritual energy and freeing yourself from blockages. I love this deck because these cards help guide you in discovering your true self and experiencing exquisite unconditional happiness. So I'm going to pull an Untethered Soul card for our sexy and single community. Welcome. I join you. Alright, let's see what we've got here, guys. I'm just going to see what the universe brings today. I'm not really asking any specific question, and this is a living life card, and it says, if you choose to center and not participate in the extremes, you will come to know the Tao. So if you guys have never heard the word Tao before, this is in Chinese philosophy. This is the absolute principle underlying the universe, combining within itself the principles of yin and yang and signifying the way or code of behavior. The interpretation of the Tao in the Tao Te Ching developed into the philosophical religion of Taoism. So what we're seeing here is that the universe is saying, if you choose to center and not participate in the extremes. Okay, so what are the extremes? Well, let's talk about emotional extremes. Overreacting to something. Underreacting to something. Being so passive that you get walked all over the place. Let's talk about the extremes in the financial. Spending too much. Spending your finances on the wrong things. So we have this back and forth, this polarity, this positive and negative of extremes. And that's the energies that we're learning, how we're so different and how we haven't been taught how to utilize these energies. So if you choose to center and not go to the extremes, the one or the other, you know, you'll come to know the balance. You'll come to know the yin and yang. You'll come into harmony. And, you know, as a spiritual being, we have both divine feminine and divine masculine that we need to balance in order to be at our healthiest, most balanced state and in line with the universe. All right, so let's pull some cards from the Light Seers deck and see what other messages the universe has for us, other than just reminding us kind of not to take everything to the extreme and to be more balanced. All right, you guys, let's see what we've got here. See what the universe says about becoming more balanced and about not going to the extremes. I've got the number 12 major arcana, the world card in the reverse. Let's see what else I've got here. I've got the moon card that just flew out, number 18. And I've got the Ace of Wands. Alright, so the World card is feminine energy. It's an earth element. It's ruled by planet Saturn. It is the final card in the major arcana. But it is one of the most positive and abundantly rich cards in the tarot. It's about fresh starts and new beginnings. But in the reverse, what we've got here is maybe some unfinished business, or a need to follow through with something, or seeking some personal closure in a situation. let's dig in a little more and see how this comes together. All right, you guys, this is another major arcana, number 18. This is Pisces energy. This is ruled by Neptune. And this moon card in the up suggests a time when something is not as it appears to be, so you need to trust your intuition. So I just kind of took a peek at this, and this could be confusion, perhaps a misunderstanding, and specifically for singles, you sexy and singles out there, this is try to keep your wits about you with your new love interest to make sure everything is on the up and up. So we've got an energy here of unfinished business, maybe someone needing some closure, a need to follow through with something, and then the universe comes in and says, keep your wits about you. Maybe when this person comes in, make sure everything is up and up. Maybe there was a time where things were not as they appear to be, but that's why we use our intuition. That's why we learned to listen to spirit and trust our intuition about a situation. So really the energy here just looks like possibly taking a look at something and being discerning if it comes back into our lives. If someone were per se to come back into your life and needed some closure or felt like they had unfinished business with you, this is just saying, keep an open mind, listen to your intuition. Singles here, this could absolutely be too in business, that maybe there's unfinished business within the workplace, not necessarily be about love. There's nothing that signifies that at all. So let's keep an open mind about this being about anything. But we've got Ace of Wands, and the wands are all about passions and desires, and aces are about manifesting or creating something in our physical 3D world, and in love, this could be a new beginning or a passionate spark. It could be trying to re-spark the passion between two people, or re-spark a relationship within business. This could be a co-worker or a family member just as easily. But we just see this energy of needing closure or need to follow through on something. Maybe there was some delays, maybe there was some confusion or misunderstanding or things that were hidden, and that, when the truth is revealed, to try to keep an open mind and use your intuition to understand if the energy you're receiving is on the up and up from this situation. And manifesting and creating your passion and desires in the physical, this is new beginnings. To always look for, there is the ability to manifest anything that we want in our lives. So we just need to kind of not go to one extreme or the other. We need to sit in balance in all aspects of our lives. And let's get some clarifiers on these 3 cards and see what is going on here, you sexy singles. I'm going to clarify the World card in the reverse. So we're clarifying this unfinished business, and I've got the High Priestess in the reverse. Really jumped out. That's the number 2 card, and the 8 of Swords. Alright guys, so let's take a look at first the High Priestess, number 2, ruled by Pisces. Again, we're clarifying a major arcana with a major arcana, so this is definitely very big energy. The High Priestess in the reverse is keeping secrets, hidden agendas, not paying attention to your inner voice. So I asked to clarify the world about this unfinished business, this need to follow through, these delays or taking shortcuts. And this is saying that in this situation, there were secrets possibly that were not revealed, that someone was disconnected from their intuition and they had a psychic block. So we've got 2 cards out here. The moon is about a misunderstanding, keeping secrets, things hidden below the surface. And it seems like the High Priestess really does represent the same thing, mistruths, keeping secrets, withdrawal, silence, just being disconnected from your intuition about a situation. The High Priestess in the upright is, faith is laced in my intuitive heart, and I have the answers I seek. But this is saying that I don't have the answers, that there were things that were hidden from me. There were things that I was in confusion about, and that there was possibly some misunderstandings in regards to a situation. Again, this is not necessarily about love. This can be platonic love, about a relationship with a friend, brother and sister, a family member, a co-worker. So, sexy singles, we are leaving this open. Let's check out and see what the Eight of Swords energy brings. Swords are about, your trials and your challenges, your communications and your thoughts. And this is air element. And really, if you look at this card, the Eight of Swords is all about a self-imposed prison, feeling entrapped. This individual, her hands are bound. She has a blindfold on. There are crows or ravens taking string and wrapping the string and rounding her. But this is a person looking in the mirror. So this is the energy of this unfinished business or this desire for closure. But this Eight of Swords is all about feeling stuck and being in a self-imposed prison. Very interesting. Have you guys ever done that before? Because I know I've done that before. Put myself in a self-imposed prison in my head, rationalizing something, spinning something around repeatedly, not getting anywhere. Just puts you in complete stagnant energy. So let's clarify the Moon card and see if we can get a better idea of what is going on here. What kind of energy or story is evolving? We do have 3 major arcana cards already in this reading. Alright, let's see what we've got for the Moon card. Clarifying the Moon. What is this about the let's see, this confusion, this misunderstanding? You're saying, try to keep your wits about you if someone comes in for unfinished business or wants to talk to you about something. Remember, we're learning how to balance and not go to the extremes. And the first clarifying card I have for the Moon is the Two of Swords in the reverse. Let's get one more on there. Again, we have an image of a divine feminine who is entangled by these same crows. Both these images, but the Two of Swords is in the reverse. And I've got 3 cards here, 3 more cards. The Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Tower, all upright. So we're going to get a little bit more of this story here. All right, here. So we're clarifying the Moon, which is things hidden below the surface. This is confusion or perhaps a misunderstanding, right? Moon energy is feminine energy. And we clarified the Moon with the Two of Swords in the reverse, which is Libra energy. Again, this is confusion. This is indecision. This is between a rock and a hard place. This is a difficult choice that someone was blinded and tangled up with and couldn't see things clearly. And this may have caused some of the confusion. So we've got a lot of energy here of confusion, keeping secrets, disconnected from oneself's intuition, which inevitably, if we are disconnected from source, if we are disconnected from our intuition, essentially that is kind of entrapment, or feeling like we're in a self-imposed prison. We're kind of restricted because we're disconnected from that source light. And our tuition is our main tool in order to guide us throughout our human experience as a spiritual energetic being. So this situation really seems to be one of just a difficult time in the past, possibly that left some unfinished business here, that something is out of balance, something was taken to the extremes because there was some confusion and really not being able to see things very clearly. So I clarified a couple more cards for that Moon, and I got the Six of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Tower. Now the Six of Cups is soulmate energy. That's nostalgia. That's coming back to something from the past, reviving something, reminiscing about something. So again, we still don't really have any particular identification of whether or not this is family, career, love, friend, something on your horizon. We have swords and a lot of major arcana, but not a lot of indications about love other than the Six of Cups. And, you know, a soulmate could be a soul sister, somebody in your soul tribe. So the Ten of Wands is endings of a cycle. This is your passions and desires, releasing burdens of baggage. And again, we have this idea of oppression, entrapment, or restriction. This is releasing, you know, someone that had carried a heavy load. And the next card out is number 16, the Tower, again, major arcana, that these burdens, this baggage or this oppression, this entrapment or restriction is being released. When the Tower falls, we are free. This is a destined sudden change. This is awakening or a revelation about a situation. So I've got the Ace of Wands here, and this is, like I said before, is creating your passions and desires in the physical. And let's get a few clarifying cards on this Ace of Wands. We know aces are very powerful. And we've got the Death card, number 13, another major arcana. This is a death, a rebirth, a transformation in the physical. Something that is you're wanting to create, you're wanting to manifest and bring into your reality. All right, let's try one more. Can we clarify the Ace of Wands and the Death and the rebirth? And that's the Ace of Cups. So we do have love here, you guys. The Ace of Cups, another ace, very powerful. This is opening your heart to someone. So the Ace of Cups is, you know, this is our second ace. Cups are about emotions, love, intimacy. So in the physical, this is an opportunity to have a new romantic connection, to rebuild a friendship after what looks like some confusion and maybe some, let's just say there was a lot of roadblocks or a lot of being disconnected from your intuition and not being able to see things clearly for what they are, possibly, you know, about a soulmate. And then this character is releasing burdens and baggage and all this oppression about the situation because they've had a Tower moment. You know, maybe they're going through a spiritual awakening. Maybe it's being revealed to them exactly what took place and that there was so many bouncing back and forth of the extremes that the situation really couldn't be seen for what it is. But this looks like this energy, we really don't know what kind of character this is. This is not really identifying too much in the area of whether it's feminine or masculine. We had the High Priestess in the reverse, but that's being disconnected from your intuition and keeping secrets, just like the Moon. So whatever energy this is, whatever realm you were going to fit this into, whether it's finance, pleasure, platonic, or in love, this is this energy after this time. You know, coming back out of it, balancing out the extremes, wanting to create something, wanting to transform something, and wanting to, in the physical, there's this opportunity to, you know, express their deep feelings, express intimacy and love. This is awakening of the heart. This is someone having their heart beautifully opened, maybe to see a situation for what it was. Let's go back to our first card, the World in the reverse. This was unfinished business and possibly the energy of someone needing personal closure in a situation, possibly with a soulmate, all right, that there's an imbalance and now they're wanting to come in and transform this and maybe offer a cup of love in the physical. So let's see here. Let's see what else we can ask the universe about this situation. Let's ask, okay, who are we speaking about? This energy that is looking to create something in the physical with these aces. Who is this character? What are some of their characteristics? Tell us a little bit about this character. All right, so I'm going to change decks here and use my Santa Muerte deck. with my skeletons, which I am growing very fond of. And we're asking the universe to please tell us about this character who wants to have closure or transform a soulmate connection, that in the past there was some hidden secrets, there was some confusion, and now it seems like this person is, or this energy I should say, is seeking closure, is seeking to possibly transform it, bring it back to life. This is just like my twin flame reading that I did last night that I posted. It was about bringing back something from the dead and taking action. And check out that reading. It was all about an emperor going back and forth in opposition in his mind. You know, do I come back in? Is it the right time? You know, and he was kind of getting past his fears of having his heart broken again, and he was really worried about, you know, making the wrong choice and not really having a lot of confidence. So let's ask about this character. You know, what can you tell us about the characteristics of who we're dealing with here? You know, what status are they? Are they a page? Are they a knight? Are they a king? Oh, and we've got the Two of Wands. So again, this is making a choice. They're at a crossroads choice, a fork in the road. They have to make a decision. So this character is, you see the two guns crossed. He is under the gun about a decision. About, like we saw in the beginning, the world, you know, coming in and having closure. And this is the 10 of Wands in the reverse, which is another 10, so an ending of a cycle. Again, this is about the burdens and the baggage, and in reverse, this is also getting freedom from the burdens. So we have seen twice now the 10 of Wands pop out between two different decks, one upright, one in the reverse, but they really do kind of mean the same thing. This is releasing burdens. This is making a choice, but maybe this person, it's like flogging a dead horse that they're having a hard time choosing. They're trying to get free from their burdens and trying to trust their intuition. This can also be that this character is at a crossroads choice where he wants to free himself or her, because I do not have any energy either way. I should not say he. Again, this is just energy, not gender, but freedom from burdens and maybe a need to stand up for themselves. Because we have seen in this reading again and again a person feeling oppressed, feeling entrapped, feeling like they were blinded and couldn't see clearly. We have those two cards of the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords where the feminine character has a blind over her eyes, and she's entangled with these crows who are wrapping the string around her, keeping her, from the truth. And maybe this person's burdens and baggage was keeping them from seeing things for what they really are. But let's get a couple more cards here. We're asking about this character. What else can you tell us about this character? Obviously, you guys, the Two of Wands is twin flame energy. So as much as I didn't want this to be about love or another connection, we do have some cups coming out here. Again, take it as it resonates with you. So I just pulled the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And if you look at this card upright, this is Bridezilla. This is a strong feminine energy that is very manipulative, very in control. You can see that she reaches down and she just plucks these humans out of the village at her heart desires. And this is in the reverse though. So we asked about this character. They're making a choice. They want to be free from their burdens. They're ending a cycle, a need to stand up for themselves, maybe ending some oppression, some entrapment. And the Four of Pentacles in the reverse confirms that. That is, you are ready to let go. You are moving on from toxic people or situations. You're letting go of the past. And if you see this Bridezilla here, this very manipulative energy that may have been in this person's life, this is, moving on from this type of situation. This is a fear of change. Could be holding you back from new love. So maybe this person, didn't want to change things, didn't want to get away from these toxic situations. Maybe this is what they were used to. This is what they had grown accustomed to. and that made them fearful of change. Maybe to come towards love, to offer their heart towards somebody. We see, the aces wanting a transformation, a rebirth, powerful, offering a cup of love. So this person definitely has been going through a huge transformation. So we do have twin flame energy here. We do have soulmate energy here. And we've got a situation where I think this character wants to find balance. They're looking to remove themselves out of a self-imposed prison, either by other toxic situations or manipulative people in their lives that they felt entrapped. They weren't able to listen or identify their intuition. It caused some confusion, some misunderstandings in a situation that now they feel like there's unfinished business with this soulmate or this twin flame. They're releasing burdens after a tower. They've had awakening or a revelation, and now they want to come in and they want to create in the physical, transform this, offer their cup of love. They're making a choice. They're releasing burdens. They're standing up for themselves. And even though the fear of change possibly has held them back in the past, this person seems like they are taking steps forward. But, this also could really, a lot of major arcana, but we don't see any cards of travel. We don't see any cards of communication. So it seems to me that this is something that's this person or this energy is trying to find balance in their minds, not looking at things from one extreme or the other, but coming around into balance. So even though we don't really know who this character is, this energy, let's ask what the key, the outcome, or the result is going to be with this person making these changes in their lives. They are, if nothing else, in their mind, seeing the truth and having things revealed to them for what they really are. And, wanting to be free, nobody wants to be enslaved. Nobody wants to be held captive or entrapped, in their life circumstances, in a relationship, in a job. We're free, sovereign, spiritual beings to make our choices for ourselves of what we want our life to be. And I'm asking once again of the key, outcome, or the result. And my cards are being... Alright, you know what? I'm going to switch to my universe deck. You guys, so I've got my huge Rider-Waite cards shuffled. And I also wanted to let you guys know that I am really considering starting something. And give me your comments back on this as we try to build this community, as we are building this community. I considered doing a free reading once a week for a subscriber. So I'm thinking if you just put a peace sign, any type of peace sign in the comment section, once a week I'm going to choose a subscriber and do a free reading that I will post. And I appreciate you guys putting your energy into this community and having it grow. I'm really enjoying doing this. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it is a lot of fun. Alright, so I'm going to pull a couple cards from this universe deck for the outcome, the key, or the result of this character that we really don't know who they are. We don't know if it's a divine masculine or a divine feminine. So you can apply this in any way. Either this is about you and you are the person that has gone through this experience, or you are the other person, possibly the single, and now you are seeing this situation of something that you went through, maybe in a different light. And this is kind of the inner thinking process of this individual. Again, this isn't somebody taking action. No cards of action, no cards of communication. It seems to be, with all the major arcana, like a internal dialogue or just the thoughts of how this person sees things now. And as we've had a lot of swords, it is about communication and thoughts. But we've got swords, we've got some cups now, we've got quite a bit in the wands, and aces, and a lot of major arcana. Alright, so I'm going to pull 3 cards, and we've got the Empress, we've got the Emperor in the reverse, and the Six of Wands. Very interesting, you guys. Okay, I did not expect to pull a matched pair this whole time. We don't know who the characters are. By the way, it's 12-12. And now all of a sudden, I've got an Emperor and Empress. I've got a matched pair. And again, 2 more major arcana. All right, so Empress energy. We have Libra, Taurus, major arcana. This is the divine feminine. By the way, the most powerful feminine in the deck. And she draws a sense of peace from nature. She is a healer, a nurturer. She's empathetic, abundant. She has unconditional love. She may be a mother. She's very wise. She gives birth to my abundantly sick future. In other words, my awesome future. She can give birth to anything. She is the counterpart to our Emperor. However, we have this Emperor in the reverse, okay? So the Emperor in the reverse is... This could be just a character that's kind of lacking experience, okay? This could be, we already saw, indecision. This could be a faulty choice or making a bad choice. And we had the Two of Wands. We had a character at a crossroads choice, releasing burdens, the fear of change. So this is maybe lacking experience, indecision, or made a faulty choice. In, analysis paralysis, going back and forth and indecision may have been what caused this need for closure. And I'm sorry that I didn't know, singles, that this was going to be a love reading. But, with the Twin Flame card and with the Six of Cups, the Soulmate card, and now the Empress and the Emperor, that's exactly what we've got here. And the final card I pulled was the Six of Wands. And that's wanting victory. That's wanting this situation to come out on top. This is having fought a battle and then won. And it seems to me that this energy of this Emperor and this Empress has the possibility of being revived. It has the possibility of victory. And as it seems like this Emperor is now making a choice, feeling like they've got some unfinished business, wanting to come in and have a transformation, a rebirth of this situation. And they looks like they're taking the steps in their lives to prepare, releasing those burdens, wanting to clarify all the confusion of the situation that happened in the past, maybe simply because this Emperor was lacking experience and had a problem in making decisions. They sat in the analysis paralysis. They sat in the choice indecisive energy. And if you look back, my Twin Flame energy update that I released yesterday is exactly about this. If you look back at my Ophiuchus readings, it is exactly about this. This really seems to be an energy that I'm picking up, regardless of what type of reading I try to do, about making choices, coming into the light, wanting to bring clarification, wanting to bring secrets to the surface. And it seems like, just an overall awakening in general. And that's, kind of what we're all going through. And in closing today on this reading, I just want to, tell you guys that every day these new energies are coming in, and we're spiritually growing, we're spiritually awakening, we're spiritually understanding more about ourselves as a spiritual energetic being, and we're learning how to better use these energies. And part of that is, coming from the past, looking at our lessons, forgiving ourselves for that state of evolvement that we were in at the time that may have caused some confusion. And, and learning to have self-love where we're not allowing ourselves to be oppressed. We're not allowing ourselves to be trapped in situations. We're not allowing toxicity or negativity into our lives. I don't care if this is work, finance, career, your friend, or a lover. The message is all the same, is that we If we want to sit, let's go back to the very first card. If you choose to center and not participate in the extremes, you will come to know the Tao. You will come to know the natural balance of things. And this card was asking us, are we in balance in all aspects of our lives? Or are there some places where we take things to the extremes? And it seems like this emperor and this empress had gone through a time of imbalance, and now this character is now wanting to come back into balance, wanting to no longer be in the extremes, wanting to come into alignment with who we really are as a spiritual being. And whether you're in a soulmate connection, you're single, or you're in a twin flame connection, it's all the same. This is all about our spiritual awakening and coming back into balance with ourselves and coming back into balance with Source, with the light, with love. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you are interested in me doing a personal reading for you, put a peace sign in the comment section. And in the next 7 days, I will be picking someone to do a free reading for. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. And we'll see you at the next single and sexy reading. Burn arrow. Peace.